Is Activision committing federal securities fraud by intentionally misleading or providing false information or misinformation, in this case, to their investors? With the sale of Microsoft coming to fruition, meanwhile, some of their games seeing some of the most tremendous declines in active player bases they've ever seen, you gotta ask yourself, would I believe a AAA publisher such as Activision?
Hey, I doubt it.
Could they possibly lie to us about how many people are actually playing their game? I think that answer is going to become abundantly clear on a video that begins right now. What's up, what's good, YouTube? Hope everybody's doing absolutely fantastic, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Hapa, and you recently might have seen a Twitter post from the likes of JGod and others claiming that they have the sauce. Maybe even some Warzone content creators posting screenshots just like these of their 100 kill gameplays, claiming them to be world records. But sadly, pics or it didn't happen. It's just not enough in 2023. We need video gameplay footage. Now, honestly, while a lot of you guys may think the reasonings behind not showing the gameplay of 100 kills plus is simply because they're probably using cheats.
What percentage of streamers do you think do cheat? 0.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Or they were VPNing.
I broke the world record by dropping 75 kills on a PS4.
I don't believe you.
Or they did it in a private lobby with viewers for Twitter clickbait.
We're gonna meme a world record in the beginning so I can land and I'll get this like cool clip of me like, oh, I'm getting the world record, oh my God. And I'll clip that with the end of me winning the match. Maybe like 40 people AFK. And I'll kill all of them. Go ahead and like it and stuff like that. Or comment like, damn, this is crazy to watch or something like that. You know, like one of those things.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
But unfortunately, no, it's none of that. In fact, they're only playing the game. Well, they're not playing the game.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Let me explain. Now, thanks to the Tactical Brit for actually putting it out there exactly how this is done, it seems that the AFK lobbies that they used to have in Plunder, they've, for whatever reason, moved them over now to BR. Trios on Vondel, to be exact. Now, to sum up the Tactical Brits video, and let me know down in the comments if you guys ever had anything like this happen to you, if you go AFK for an entire match and let the credits play through, past the recap of your match, your statistics, and, you know, still not touching any of your inputs, whether you're on mouse and key or controller, the game will cycle all the way past your XP gained and then put you right back into searching for another trio on Vondel in an attempt to load you into that match. And if you do this correctly, you'll find a lobby just like this. Listen, guys, there's no fucking way that there's that many AFK players being queued into the same lobbies. Personally, I think that some of these may actually be AI bots. And the weirdest thing, they're actually dropping the weapons that I'm using to kill them with. So effectively, this kind of ruins any legitimacy of any kind of world records, because you can clearly see this can be taken advantage of pretty easily. But the real question I really want to know is, why not push all these AFK players back to the main menu and not searching for another game?
We have people that are stupid.
And unfortunately, the Tactical Brit, you know, I get it. Your paycheck's dependent on, you know, playing nice with the Call of Duty devs, or else you won't get your pizza box with skateboard and early access info to share with everybody else. But, you know, you don't have to wear a tinfoil hat, as you put it in your video, to think that this may be them artificially inflating their value of the stock price.
Seems a little crazy.
Showing statistically that a lot more players are playing their game than really are. Because technically, I could queue up and go watch a Netflix documentary after cooking a 5-course meal, and, well, the stats show that I've been playing the game for 5 straight hours, even though I wasn't registering not one input, allowing them to tell investors, hey guys, X amount of active daily players say that our game's very healthy.
Gotcha, bitch.
And you need to ask yourself, is this technique being employed in other Activision games that are seeing declining player bases? And I can already hear you guys, but Microsoft's just buying them and they're going to fix that. Well, I think my theory has a little bit to do with Microsoft, but if you think Microsoft is buying them for Call of Duty, you're probably a Call of Shame fan. No, of course, they're buying them for their mobile IPs. Duh. Now, the thing that I found odd, though, was whenever I killed somebody in these lobbies that was essentially part of the AFK club, they didn't drop a standard plate or SMG ammo or a few $100. In fact, they were dropping whatever I killed them with. And I even spectated some of these people, not the ones that were dropping in, killing all the AI bots, because every lobby has their dorks, but I actually ran mid-map and found some of the other players that were the handful of people that were jumping out way before the end of the line, and we're actually trying to play the game. So I thought. And then I began to realize these guys might not be real.
I am telling you right now, that back there is not real.
And even though the API for COD hasn't been released, so programs like COD Tracker can't help us with analyzing the lobbies that we're actually playing in, we can safely assume that most of these AFK players didn't play Warzone 1. Because I looked up quite a bit of the Activision IDs of these players, and they weren't registering on Warzone 1. So is this Activision somewhat trying to inflate the player base, make it seem like the game's not in the sewer like most of us would agree it is? The hacker problem's back. If you can get more than 100 frames on the game with a high-end rig, congratulations, you're special. But doesn't this just kind of seem a little fishy? Or am I just the only one wearing a tinfoil hat today? But much like Abihidnajar and whatever that is, the guy that wrote The Pastor Who Never Was, who once said, there is no such thing as objective truth. It's all subjective. Unless the brain finds a way to observe the universe, independent of the brain, every truth is subjective. Catch you guys on the next one. Mahalo.
So there's this rumor going around that I copy and pasted like 98% of my work, and now since I'm forced to create my own content, instead of ripping someone else's hard work and adding my own intro and outro, that I've began to struggle to get the views I once had. It's true. It's all true. That in fact, I'm so broke, I'm close to pulling another snatch and grab from the local Kmart.